what's up, guys? Welcome to the Fat Cat Comics channel. And I know you guys probably seen that I have not been active for the past couple weeks. And I got really sick last week. And on top of that, I had lots of homework. It's been a very hectic semester. It is my last one, so I'm just trying to get through it. You know what I'm saying? Once I get through it, I'll have a lot more time for comics, hopefully. So yeah. So today's show, I'm going to try to change it up to where instead of I have different segments or different videos coming out throughout the week, I'm going to see if I can go ahead and do just one chunk of show, right, with segments on it. The first segment today here, what I like to call the quick and dirty pullout box, is pretty much what it is, right? I show you guys what's in my pull box and give you a quick and dirty review on the ones I've read. All right, so let's get that one started. All right, so this one I picked up last week. It's called The Empty Man #1. This was last week's, but I put it in this week's because this was my pick of the week from last week, and I really enjoyed this one. This is a horror by Boom Studios. Yep, it's Boom Studios. So really the concept of what this is about is that people are being infected with something, right? All right, so the best way I can explain this is, what if mental illness was infectious, right? That's what's pretty much going on here. You know, people get caught with this virus or whatever it is, mental illness, whatever, and they grow violent, right? And they all claim to see hallucinations of the empty man, and they go through the stages and stuff. So it's a really cool book. I enjoyed it. I love the horror stuff. I love the horror stuff. So this is definitely something I'll be continuing to read. I'll probably give this one, I give it 5 out of 5 tacos, right? I don't know what that means. Probably nothing. But, you know, I have to go ahead and give it a rating, right? Just have fun with it. All right, Catwoman #5. Now, I got the Art Germ variant because it's Art Germ, and this was super sweet. Right, some people don't really like this one as much because it doesn't look like its other stuff. And I like it just fine, man. It's pretty cool, the concept of her being wrapped around in Batman and stuff. So what's going on as far as the story in this one, it's Selina, I think in this one she gets captured by the villain lady, the one that's married to the governors. I don't know, she her face falls apart or something, man. Right, so she gets captured by her, and so it looks like it's gearing up. Also, there's also this presence of this kind of serum that's going on. The serum injected into somebody, it causes them to I think a little bit gives them super strength or something. It's kind of a, you know, cliche or whatever, the super serum, but I think too much of it hurts the person. So besides that, I really don't like the villain. Not that in the fact that, you know, she's trash. I just don't like it in that fact that I'm ready to see Catwoman whoop her ass, right? I'm ready for that. And it looks like they're gearing up for that in the next issue, which is issue 6. I'm pretty sure they're going to be wrapping it up on that one. So Catwoman, definitely a good one. I give it, I don't know, 4 out of 5 tacos just because I want to see more ass whooping. This is Supergirl 24. All right, this is the variant cover. Now, I really like this variant cover. It's got the dive bar scene, right? They're kind of an alien dive bar, which kind of gives me you know, flashbacks to Han Solo. Remember, guys, when he walked into Han Solo in the dive bars? Or if you guys are Mass Effect fans, those going down to those bars where they poison you. You know. You guys know what I'm talking about. You Mass Effects know what I'm talking about. But this is pretty much what it is. It's a bar story. She's still looking for the killer of Krypton. And pretty much what you see is a bar fight breakout, right? I mean, obviously, right? Eventually, there was going to be a fight broken out. So it's a pretty cool story. I'm really enjoying the Supergirl run. And I can't wait to see what's coming up next. There is an introduction of a new character. I believe the guy that helps her at the bar. I forget his name. It's like some weird alien name. But if you guys have read it, I believe it's a first appearance. And but I'm not sure because I've never seen the guy before. I heard of him before. But if you guys know something different, let me know in the comments below. I'm interested in knowing. Next is Cosmic Ghost Rider number 5. So this is one of the variant covers I picked up. It's a really nice cover. I was enjoying this the story while I was reading it, and from what I read, I just went ahead. I got behind on 1, so I haven't read 4 yet, but I will be reading 4 and 5 just to finish out the story 1 and 2. So this is I really did enjoy this run. It's Donny Cates' run. It's really good. I recommend this one to anyone. It's a nice short run and it's concise. I think anyone can pick it up. Anyone new to comics. So yeah, guys, this is definitely a good one to pick up. And this is the end of it. So now I'm looking forward to the Guardians of the Galaxy featuring the Cosmic Ghost Rider. All right, next is Wonder Woman. I believe this is Wonder Woman 58. Yep, Wonder Woman 58. And this is the Jenny Frieza cover, right? She's been having some real hot covers. She's been doing a great cover on Wonder Woman. Some people complained about the face, but, whatever. It looks good to me, right? I really like this glare on here, right? That's not off the light. That's actually that's how she painted it, man. And it looks fantastic, right? It looks great. So the story, we got a new writer on there, Wilson, and we got a new artist on it too. So I read it, and I'm still trying to get kind of my senses about what's going on. I still haven't gotten a 360 of what's going on here, and I think it's just because when you're reading something and then you get new writers and new artists, and it kind of just throws you off. Like that's what's going on here. Like the art threw me off because it doesn't look the way it was before. But I really like this, and I'm gonna give it a chance, right? The only thing I did really pick up is that we're gonna have maybe a good guy Ares, right? Maybe a Wonder Woman Ares team up. I mean, who knows, man? That might look good. Next, I picked up the Aliens 3 because I like Dust to Dust, the last run, and I liked it just fine. And I picked this one up. I haven't read it yet, but I do, as you guys know, I like the horror stuff. I like the alien stuff, and when they combine it, it's really cool. Next is Firefly. So, let me get this out of the light. Well, it's just a white cover, so it's really hard to. Well, anyways, I heard a lot of good stuff. There's a lot of hype around this one. I picked it up just because I do enjoy space stuff, space operas. This looks like a kind of guy who'd probably walk into a space bar and start a fight too, like Han Solo. Right? I mean, that's what when I see this guy, I see Han Solo and Star Wars. So I'll give it a shot and see what it's like. Next is Venom, number 8, I believe. Yeah, I think this is number 8. So this is a really good run. Now, if you guys have been keeping up with this one, I don't really have to sell it to you. This has been a really good run. The maker's in it. Also, you kind of see Flash Venom, maybe not, right? I mean, so he's in here, but sort of. But you guys have to read it. I mean, I don't want to give this one away because it does have some spoilers at the end, and it's a really good book. This is a good run. I mean, Donny Cates, man, what else you want, right? And I really like this cover, right, in that little pentagram. I'll see what's up with that. So, yeah. Also, I'm gonna use this time to complain a little bit about the Uncanny X-Men, right? That came out this week. I didn't pick it up, right? But oh my god, man, there was like so many variant covers, not just for that book, but for like other books where they're not even in it, right? The variant cover for Venom was the Uncanny X-Men. What? You know what I mean? Like, I get it. You guys are trying to bring attention to that book. You're trying to sell me that book, Marvel. But, man, come on, man. Like, if it's good, I'll read it, right? Dope sells itself, right? You don't have to sell me something if it's good. I don't know. I don't like the way they do that with the covers. I don't like how they also come out with, like, 1,500 incentive covers. I don't know. That gets on my nerves, right? But, it is Marvel, whatever. So, they kind of do whatever they want right now. All right, this one was also from last week, but I felt like it was noteworthy just because this was the cover for me. This was the cover of the week because Matina. And check out these sharks, man, and all this stuff. It looks like the movie poster. You guys have seen the movie poster. and then people were crying about it. Oh, you friends will take Finding Nemo, right? But you know, when you see this cover, right? It's a throwback, man. It's a throwback. If anything, I'm surprised they don't call this a homage cover. Let me show you something, guys. Aquaman number 45. Look at that. This was, I think, released like in the 90s, man. So here you see Aquaman with his badass hook hand, right? And he's got like an army of killer whales and sharks and manta rays and what is it, a beluga whale? Right? He's ready to fight, man. And it's like, look at these covers, man. Like they're similar concept. It's not a Finding Nemo ripoff or anything like that. So I don't know what those people are talking about. And as far as the story goes, the story's really good. It's Drowned Earth. This one was actually written by James Tynion IV, not Scott Snyder. And it's got an interesting. I think the Manifold did the interior art, which is really good interior art. And you kind of see some stuff like leading into some with the Aquaman. I think they're still split up and such. And it was okay, I guess. It wasn't really too exciting until the last page. Until we got to the last page, and I mean, it was last week, so I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all. Y'all go ahead and skip like 10 seconds if you want to hear it. But on the last page, there was the Legion of Doom showed up to whoop Batman's ass, who's in a full body cast, right? So that should really be a surprise for a lot of you guys who have been keeping up with this comic stuff. Because if you guys know that Scott Snyder did a interview earlier this summer where he kind of spoiled that one for us. But man, I'm excited. That doesn't mean I'm not excited, man. And I'm excited for next week's Justice League, next week's Aquaman. So I'm really excited about this series. You know, especially now that the Witching Hour is done. So I'm sticking with this one. So that was it for that segment. For this new segment is pretty much the mail call haul. I did a video on this earlier this week, but I was sick as hell and I was unsatisfied with the footage. And so I'm just going ahead and show you guys some of the highlights that I showed. That I picked up for a few bucks, and I picked these up. I picked up the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Raising Cain 1 and 2. So they were like a buck, and I was happy with them because I love the horror stuff. I love Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is probably my favorite one of the classic ones, like when it comes to like Freddy, Halloween. What's the other one? I think I'm missing one, but this one was one of my favorite ones. Also, I picked up Perceptions. This is the Todd McFarlane Spider-Man run. I picked this one up because I'm collecting Perceptions. I think the 5. I think I'm only missing 2 right now. So I'm excited about that. Once I get them all together, I plan on reading them. And then I picked this up. This is Chun-Li Street Fighter cover. I picked it up because the seller said it was going to be the foil cover. And as you guys see, this is not a foil cover. So I feel like I was bamboozled. It is what it is. I paid for $1 for it. It was too good to be true anyways. And I want to show you a cool one. This is straight up nostalgia pick, right? Street Sharks. Now, if you guys that grew up in the 90s, you guys are going to know what Street Sharks are. They were pretty much like this Ninja Turtle ripoff. Instead of Ninja Turtles, you have like sharks, right? I mean, they were pretty cool, right? One of them had like rollerblades, and they would pretty much eat through anything. And also, you guys know how sharks like swim in the ocean with the dorsal fin poking up to the top. So these guys swam through concrete with their dorsal fin poking up. How that works, man, the science of it, whatever. We didn't care, right? So this is actually pretty cool. Now, for those of you that know what I'm talking about and are now getting nostalgic because of this, I believe that they are on YouTube. And you can watch like full episodes. And I warn you though, the thing about nostalgia and going back and watching some of this stuff is that sometimes it's not as good as we remember. And but I like the comic, right? So if I see more of these, I'll probably pick them up. All right. So I did pick up more stuff, but I'm gonna show that stuff off like on other segments that I'm gonna be doing in the future. Oh, guys, I am excited because I picked up my first slab, right? So I'll be showing that off next week, right? Because right now I'm reading a trade paperback that goes with that slab. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to combine them into some kind of segment together where I talk about the story and not just talk about the comic book. And so yeah, man, I'm excited to show you guys that off. Also, I checked on CGC website. My stuff that I put in to get graded on New York Comic Con back in October 5th, dude, it's finally getting graded, bro. Like right now, the status on it is grading quality control. So I'm excited because that means that they could be sending it to me any moment. Now I'm not gonna be like, I mean, it's hard to not to get too excited, but dude, like it could be another month, it could be another 2 months, whatever it is. But once I get those, I'm gonna show it to you guys, right? Also, I want to talk to you guys about Teen Titans, the show on DC Universe Online. That was a pretty cool show. Now, if you guys have been watching Teen Titans, right now it's like on episode 6, I think, right? I just want to make a few comments on that. Just give you guys an update on that one because I did review the first episode and I thought it was pretty good. So far, it's pretty good. Like, it's got some highs and ups, but it's a good show. It's watchable, right? Like, it's some stuff they take liberties with. And I think with this episode, with the introduction of Jason Todd, they pretty much marked the line of what's the difference between Dick Grayson and Jason Todd. Because one of my main complaints from the first episode was that Dick Grayson, dude, he was out there whooping some ass, breaking bones, right? He was like he was brutal, man. And I was like, so where's the line? What's the difference between him and Jason Todd? Because I was complaining that Dick Grayson acts like Jason Todd, right? Well, I guess the line was going ahead and drawn in this episode. So if you guys go watch the show, he was like, spoiler. I don't even know if it's much of a spoiler, but Jason Todd was like whooping some cops' asses, right? He was being brutal as hell, and then Dick Grayson came over there. Was like, "What are you doing, bro?" Like these are cops, and I guess that's where the line's drawn. Is like, Dick Grayson's brutal as hell to like criminals, and I guess Jason Todd is to cops, right? Which is understandable, right? Also, I want to make a comment that does anybody else feel like Jason Todd looks like Ruby Rose? Dude, like I was watching him, dude, like without the mask and stuff. Like, dude, this looks like Ruby Rose, man. Like, he could pretty much be playing Batwoman or something, right? And also he's kind of short, right? So I've always pictured in my head, because we understand these are fictional characters, so it makes no sense to try to visualize. Everybody visualizes them differently, but I always pictured the Red Hood taller. Like I get the Robins are short, they're the sidekicks, but once he gets into the Red Hood suit, I would imagine that he'd be taller, right? Like Dick Grayson. Maybe it's because Dick Grayson's tall and he makes him look short. Whatever. But, who knows if it's going to go in that direction. However, I did like the Jason Todd. I like how he portrayed the character like this hothead brash, right? Guy's excited to fight crime. And but it's a good show. If you guys haven't been watching it, I would recommend you guys pick it up. It's on DC Universe Online. Also, got you guys that like to go back and read throwbacks. I've been reading this run, man, the Aquaman Peter David run on DC Universe Online. They got all 75 issues up on there digitally. So if you guys are interested in reading this run with Aquaman and the old school one, it's on there. So I'm reading this right now. I think I'm like 8 issues in. Once I get into like 12 issues, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys like let you guys know what I think about that. So yeah, that's it for this week's show. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Don't forget to like on the way out. Subscribe if you're new. And in the comments, if you have any suggestions how we can make this better, smoother, or what kind of content you like to see in the future, you can just drop me a line. And I would really appreciate that, all right? And thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys next week, all right? See y'all.